The leash walking exercise that I teach at the Bowser Academy for puppies is an attention exercise that teaches your dog to walk generally on your left-hand side with slack in the leash, and to make any adjustments or changes to directional changes or speed, or even the length of the walk that's happening. Now, little Cece has a pinch collar on. The reason why I chose a pinch collar was that she has a very muscular body and she's very strong on the leash. She seems to be responding very well to the pinch, but whenever I use the pinch, I tell people to be very gentle, especially with a young dog, and there should be no obvious discomfort when you deliver a correction. If your dog starts to show any aggressive attitude toward corrections, you need to call your trainer, or and then at which time I would probably recommend that you use rubber tips on the collar. The pinch collar delivers the correction all the way around your dog's neck, all the way around, instead of like on one spot, which would be what a choke chain would do. There are several different kinds of training collars that are used in dog training, and with Cece, this is the one that seemed to fit her temperament and her way of responding to the training. Cece. When I get my dog's attention on the leash walking exercise, I begin by moving forward and directing the dog to my left-hand side. Cece, follow me. As I start to move forward, if the dog gets out in front of me, which usually happens, I back up. Good girl. Encourage the dog to follow me, then step over, keep her on my left-hand side. Cece, follow me. So that's this, yes, good girl. I want to mark the fact that she's following as she follows. Follow me. Yes. And encourage that. This is how it starts out in the beginning. Yes, good girl. Direct her to my left-hand side. Or you can change direction completely by backing up. Yes. And turning to the right, which keeps the dog on your left-hand side. Back up. Yes, good girl. Turn to my right, which keeps my dog on my left-hand side. Come on, Cece. Back up. Yes. The backing up pulls on the following reflex that's innately built into your dog, called the aleomimetic reflex. It's how mommy animals train their babies to hunt. So if you have a tiger or a kitty cat or a wolf, they tap into that innate following reflex. Yes, good girl. And this helps to teach your dog that walking on the leash is a following exercise. Dogs in nature naturally find walking parallel with any other creature abnormal. It's not something that they're born to do, they're born to follow. As you practice this exercise, you will encourage your dog not only to follow you, but to turn and walk generally on your left-hand side, keeping slack in the leash. Yes, good girl. After a while, when you've practiced, it will look like this. Cece, follow me. Good girl. Yes. Good girl, Cece. Yes, good girl. Cece, sit. Yes, good girl. Don't forget that the Let's Walk or Follow Me exercise is about leadership. Teaches your dog to walk next to you and to derail off of other things that could be happening. Start out in a very quiet place where there's no distractions, and after you get your skills up on the leash, you can start to move into areas with more distraction. If your dog jumps out ahead of you, the first thing that you need to remember to do is to walk backwards, to encourage your dog to tap into that following reflex again, to reward your dog when they do. Yes, good girl. then to guide your dog back to your left hand side. Cece, sit. Good job. Great job, Cece. Okay.